Yo, what is up, guys? It's Draco Sean here. Um, yeah, first YouTube video ever. I've been considering this for a while. Um, Mostly because I wasn't sure whether to do it, but yeah, you know what? I feel like I like talking about One Piece. I mean, I'm not just gonna be doing One Piece because I'm gonna be changing up in the future. I could do anything I want because that's what YouTube is all about. Just do whatever, just post whatever you feel like. So to me, I think personally, I want to stick with One Piece. This chapter's coming out weekly. Um, I'm gonna be doing reviews. I might do some like other stuff for One Piece as well, like talk about theories or um power scaling. We want to talk about that, even though that gets really toxic, but hey, it's fun to talk about. But anyway, yeah, One Piece is doing great, and I'm so excited to actually start talking about it to you and seeing what you guys think about my opinion. But yeah, so I wanted to start my first video up with the recent chapter that has just dropped, chapter 1020, Robin versus Black Maria, as the title. Um, so yeah, what I'll do is we'll talk about this chapter. Um, I might, and I'm not sure what I'm gonna be doing, but mostly I'm gonna be sticking to the One Piece content, and then in the future we'll switch it up. Obviously, let me phrase that. We won't switch it up. We will add some more stuff to do, but for now, it's One Piece. So let's just talk about this. So the chapter 1020. I liked it. I think it was a good chapter. Nothing too spectacular, nothing bad. There were no negatives in my opinion in this chapter. It was paced okay. It was structured nicely as well, so it makes it easier to talk about as well. Actually, so it's all right. It's a pretty solid chapter. It's a 7, I would say, not an 8 or 9 or 10. 9 or 10 to me are those kind of chapters which are just has amazing action or amazing information being dropped. It would have been This chapter would have been an 8 if the action was a little bit better, and I'll talk about that later. But for now, let's start talking about this chapter. So, let's start off with talking about how the chapter was structured. So we have it's pretty much 3 parts, pretty easy to understand. You've got the stuff with Kaido and Yamato. You've got the stuff with Robin and Black Maria, which is the main part, I would say, of the chapter, and then you've got the stuff at the ending with Luffy and Momonosuke. So that's pretty much the chapter. So let's just talk. We'll go in order. So it started off with Kaido and Yamato. So the continuation of that fight is still happening. So the biggest information, well, we did get something big revealed, and that was the name of Yamato's Devil Fruit. So it's confirmed a mythical zone, which we all pretty much knew anyway. We all knew she was a mythical zone. We just weren't sure what it was. So she's a mythical zone, a Makami Devil Fruit. I was not expecting that. I don't know what the heck that is. It's a dog fruit. I mean, it's not nine. It's not. It was never gonna be Nine Tails. I thought it was gonna be Fenrir or Keating, whatever people were talking about. But yeah, it was. It's a Makami. I don't know what that is, but it's interesting that the Makami is a guardian deity, and that's something that's been brought up in this Onigashima fight when Hyogoro referred to he called when Luffy was in Gear 4. Hyogoro said that he said basically that Luffy looked like a guardian deity, and that's interesting. So, yeah, that's very interesting. So again, this whole thing of guardian deity has been brought up quite a lot, but interesting. Yamato's a guardian deity. Um, Now there is something that did worry me, and I will mention it now. So there's nothing else to really talk about in terms of again. There is something that Kaido mentions, which is interesting. He always keeps saying that Devil Fruit was never intended for you. Because if Kaido went to great lengths to get this Devil Fruit, we don't know what he did, but he went to great lengths to get it. Who was it for then? Because it wasn't for him, because we know he got his Devil Fruit. He got his Devil Fruit since the God Valley incident, so he's had his Devil Fruit for ages. But this Devil Fruit, like, who is it for? Like, I would predict it would be for, if it was not for Yamato, then it would be for one of either King, Queen, or Jack. Because I think personally, King, Queen, or Jack, their Devil Fruits, for someone of their caliber, I would expect them to have better Devil Fruits. But then that doesn't mean they're weak, by the way. They're not weak, but you would expect them to have better Devil Fruits. But maybe that Devil Fruit was intended for them, but Yamato ate it accidentally, so I don't know. But in terms of what happened, it's not much. We get to see Yamato do an attack. It's a breath attack. It's pretty cool to see. Kaido counters with his famous blast breath, and they cancel each other out. Power scaling, if you want to talk about it, I don't think Kaido's taking this seriously at all. But Yamato is definitely powerful. I mean, I don't know how strong Yamato is, but I'm I mean, I don't know where she stands, but she's powerful. And so is Kaido. But Kaido, I don't think is taking this seriously. I know he said like he's not gonna hold back, but I don't believe him. I think once we learn more about the Kaido Yamato relationship, we'll learn more where that's gonna go. But back to my concern, I've been my agenda is I want Yamato to join the crew. It doesn't make sense for Carrot. I just don't like the idea of Carrot, Momonosuke, or Tom or whatever. Like they're not bad. It's just Yamato is just such an appealing character. I'm like, she's powerful, a cool design. There's room for a character to grow. I think it's much more better. And the reason why I'm concerned is because of her devil fruit. It's just revealed now that her devil fruit was called her devil fruit is referred to as the guardian deity. And to me, that's because once Kaido was taken down, does that mean Yamato is not gonna join the Straw Hats? And is she not? Is she gonna stay behind and protect Wano? Because I am not gonna lie, if that happens, I will be pissed. I think a lot of people would be pissed. Like no, Carrot is just. I'm gonna piss off so many people, but I really don't care. Listen, Carrot is there's not much to Carrot. There really isn't. If you want to do the comparing game, there is nothing that Carrot has that is over Yamato. Nothing. Characterization, design. I think Yamato's got a way better design. Power, not even close. Carrot is near Yamato's level. So to me, I don't know. There's nothing, and I feel like Yamato has more ambition than Carrot just to go out. Like Carrot just wants to go out to sea because she wants to go out to sea. There's nothing really much about her. Like to me, is a much better candidate than Carrot. But we'll talk about that in another video. But yeah, that's my concern. But other than that, though, that scene was fine. Nothing too spectacular except the devil fruit reveal. Then we go into the next part, Robin versus Black Maria. So it starts off with we get to see the three most important people in Robin's life, her mom, Jaguar D Sol, and Clover. So we see those three. Those three are there. They're obviously illusions, but it's cool to know. And they were disguised as some of Black Maria's henchmen. And actually, one of those henchmen was actually a number, which we finally get to see another number. And remember, we know that the numbers are ancient giants, and this number is Kunyan, I think. So she represents the number 9 because remember, Kaido's crew is based on the deck of cards, so she represents the number 9 on the deck of cards. And remember, we've only been revealed to I think a rough total about. So we know number 10 because I remember this. We know number 10, number 9, number 8, number 7, number 5 and 4. We don't know the rest. Other than that, we don't know the rest of the numbers. So we haven't seen all the numbers yet. So I'm sure we're going to see them very soon. But it's good that we get one of the numbers revealed. And it's a female number, which I'm not expecting because that's interesting because we know that we haven't seen a female ancient giant before. We mostly, all the ancient giants we know, we think of Oars, but from like Thriller Bark or Oars, the guy who's friends with Ace. But yeah, that was cool to know. So one of the numbers revealed, so that's interesting. Black Maria, so Black Maria can create illusions, which is pretty cool. Robin, again, I love Robin. Robin to me is always going to be my second favorite Straw Hat. Behind Zoro, I like Zoro. Zoro to me is the best Straw Hat for me. Robin is going to be my second favorite, so I'm happy she's getting screen time. I think a lot of people want that because it's always been about Nami, and I think this is something I'm not sure about, so correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Oda likes Nami more than Robin, and I just don't understand that because I think Robin is way better than Nami, but I don't know. I mean, according to Oda, he likes Nami more, but it's so good that Robin's finally getting something, and it's cool also that Robin in this chapter does not fall for Black Maria's thing, which is great because she's not naive like the other Straw Hats. Like aside from I would say Zoro and maybe the other Straw Hats, Zoro and Sanji I would say, and maybe and also Brook as well because Brook doesn't fall for it as well. So those two don't fall for it at all. Black Maria's illusion, but again, then they're not naive, and Robin's not an idiot, and it's cool that Robin just plays along she's playing along with the illusion, obviously, that they are real, but she gets rid of them. So that's really great to see. It would be cool to see Robin do something different, which we're going to get to, because she actually does do something different, I think, in this chapter. But yeah, Robin is finally doing something, which is great to see. Black Maria actually, funny enough, actually makes the comment again about the whole thing about Robin and obviously her importance, because Robin's importance is so ridiculous. But then that importance has kind of diminished a bit because of the pudding reveal and the three-eye tribe and all that stuff. So that stuff has kind of been diminished, but we know there's a bit more to it. I still think that Who's Who is a member of the Three Eye Tribe, but we can talk about that in another time. But yeah, Robin again, Black Maria is calling out Robin and saying she's a burden to their own crew. Again, I don't think whether Robin is gonna get kidnapped again or not, I don't know, but we'll see. But it's also something funny as well is Black Maria calls out Sanji, what Sanji did, and obviously it's kind of representative of how some of the fans felt, or the Sanji fans, because some of them were really pissed off, obviously, because they're like, because Sanji was made to look a bit stupid, obviously, but it's not. I personally don't hate it. I think it's actually cool that Sanji has to rely on a woman to help him, because remember that's the whole thing about Sanji is he protects girls. That's his whole thing. That's what he was taught to believe, and he's not allowed to hit them. That's who he is. However, it's cool to see that that Robin doesn't like bash Sanji for it, because I mean Robin's been with Sanji for a while now, so they know each other. So Robin's not gonna badmouth Sanji. So, but it's to me that part when Sanji was calling out for Robin's help was, I think, a good character moment for Sanji, and also a good character moment for Robin in a sense as well, because Robin's not bashing Sanji for it as well. But it's cool to know. And this goes back to what Sanji said in Enies Lobby to Usopp, I think, when like you can do things I can't do and I can do things that you can't do. So cool little twist there. So that was cool. And then so they continue their fight. Oh yeah, Black Maria's weapon also has a smile Dofru on it. So that's kind of cool. And Brook takes care of that. So what's happening now is, so Brook is now going to fight some of the henchmen of Black Maria, and then Robin is now gonna have her 1v1. I'm gonna talk about these 1v1s because I do have my opinion on them, and I'm not gonna say them now because it's gonna take up the review, and I don't want this video to be so long. But yeah, we'll talk about it now. We'll talk about so we'll talk about Black Maria. Nothing too crazy about her attacks. I think personally Black Maria is either the third strongest or the fourth strongest. I hope we learn more about these Toby Ropo, because I don't know if Oda's going to give them any backstories or anything. We'll see, but I think we've got a long way to go in this arc, so we have to see how this plays out. But yeah, no, other than that though, it was nothing bad. The action could have been much better, but I think another big thing that happened I forgot to mention was right the last page of the panel where Robin is about to fight Black Maria again. Well, she's her actual 1v1. Robin's gonna use, I think this is a new technique. Either I'm a numbskull and I can't remember this, but I'm pretty sure Robin has never shown us this technique where she creates a whole clone of herself. It looks like, so that's kind of cool. I know there's theories that Robin's gonna awaken Haki. Haki. We'll see how that goes. But Robin right now is now gonna fight seriously, and this is great because I think all people want to see this. I mean, I want to see this because I've had enough of Nami. Nami's been getting too much screen time, and I don't care. I want to see Robin. Nami's part of the weakling trio. We want to see Robin, okay? So this is great to see. So for Robin in this chapter, it's a pretty good stuff for Robin. Pretty good stuff for Robin. And again, showing her character that she's not falling for any of Black Maria's illusions. So that's great. Then we go into the final part. So Luffy's been rescued by Law's crew. They're at Tokage Port with Shinobu and Momonosuke, and Momonosuke is crying. And again, another great Luffy moment, telling Momonosuke to shut up and stop crying. And we're gonna go kill this guy, okay? Well, Luffy's not gonna kill him because I don't think it's gonna be Luffy killing Kaido. Let's be real here. But Luffy will probably deliver the final blow. But Luffy's telling Momonosuke, shut up. We're gonna go up there. We're gonna finish the job. We're gonna finish this war off, because this is basically a war. So that's great. That's a good moment for Luffy. Obviously, Momonosuke is a kid, so that's fine. And then Luffy tells Momonosuke that he wants him to fly up to the top. And obviously, we know that Momonosuke's whole thing is he's afraid of heights. So this is going to be a good character moment for Momonosuke, that he is going to help Luffy go to the top floor. So that's really good to see. Um, the biggest thing to me in this whole scene was Caribou, and I don't think people give enough credit to Caribou because he's very important. He's the thing that he's most important for is the ancient weapons, and this was brought up literally in this arc, and Oda has purposely wrote Caribou into this arc, and I'm just wondering, like, how is this gonna play out now? Because knowing Caribou, he's not loyal to Luffy. He doesn't care about anything. He just wants to survive. He wants to. He even said in this chapter, "I just want to get out of this country." And this is making me think that he's now. It might not be Kaido. It could be Kaido that he tells this whole secret about Shirahoshi and the ancient weapon, because that's really the information that Caribou knows. He knows that Shirahoshi is an ancient weapon, and this could lead to the prophecy of Fishman Island being destroyed by Luffy. So I don't know who's gonna know it. Maybe Big Mom. Maybe he might tell Big Mom. Maybe he might even tell Kaido, and maybe the final fight with Kaido could be on Fishman Island. So again, there's all whole things to play for. But Caribou's coming into play now. It's really good to see him. I think it's good because it makes things interesting now of what's gonna happen at the end of this arc. Or maybe he's gonna tell the world government. I mean, who knows? Because there's so many theories at this point about the ancient weapons, because I don't, if the world government knew that Shirahoshi was an ancient weapon, I think they would have done something. But it's interesting also because Imu had a picture of Shirahoshi, so that does make me think that either he knows or there's something else going on. Because I feel like if they knew that there was an ancient weapon on Fishman Island, they would go there ASAP and get it. So I don't know, but we have to find out. But Caribou's coming into play. It's interesting. We'll see where that goes. Who is he gonna tell? Because it's really a matter of about who is he going to tell? Is he gonna tell Kaido? Is he gonna tell Big Mom? Is he gonna tell Blackbeard? Is he gonna tell the world government? Or because we know CP0 here, so again he could tell anyone, and that's I think very important. So whatever happens, we'll find out. But yeah, that's the chapter. Other than that, I don't think there's anything else to really talk about because. Yeah, I think that's mostly it because it's not like there's not much going on. I think it was a pretty solid chapter. 7 out of 10, like I said. Yeah, that's it. That's pretty much it. Yeah. So yeah, first I'm actually might do a video maybe this week maybe, just before the chapter drops out. But yeah, give it a like, comment, subscribe. You know the drill, like every other YouTuber says. I would greatly appreciate it. Hope you have a good day. Peace out.